Hey everyone, Namaste. I hope you guys are doing fine, and if not, you'll be okay. So today we're gonna talk about something that was quite weird. Okay, okay. So today we're gonna talk about something which is pretty much a reason for all of our issues. If you actually think about it, it is. So we're gonna talk about the effect of comparison that we have in our lives. Now, comparison is not only about what your parents do, or what your teachers do, or what your friends do, or anyone else does. It's actually more about how you compare yourself with others. Have you guys heard of the term insecurities? So most of us pretty much have a lot of insecurities, or at least one or two everyone has. As far as I have met people, most of them, actually all of them, have at least one insecurity. So we're going to talk about how these insecurities actually come up, right? Because to find cure of anything, you pretty much need to know the reason. If you don't know why or how something is happening, there is no point in searching for answers because you don't even know what the problem is. So if you try to assume things and if you try to, generalize the solutions, it it pretty much is useless, to be honest. Why I love psychology is psychology actually talks about 90% of psychology is about cause and relationship effect. So everything that we do has a cause. Yeah, so pretty blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So yeah, I made the point. So let's talk about the cause here. So I'll talk about mine. So my greatest insecurities even till now, from since I was a kid up till now, is my height. So the reason being, when I was a kid, I did not really have a great time in school because of my height. So even at this point in my life, if someone comments on my height, it kind of triggers those feelings. But of course, since I've been practicing to get over it since years, I have pretty much in control in comparison to how it was back then. One second, I think my mom. One second. Yes, so I don't really exactly remember where I stopped, but so I'll say the last point again. Here, yeah. So even today, when someone talks about my height, even if they're kidding and they don't mean to offend me, it somehow triggers me. But since I've been practicing to get over it and accept the fact that it's okay to be short, I have come a great long way. I mean, I have come a long way and I have made a great progress. But I cannot say that I'm completely 100% over it. So even to this date, my greatest insecurity remains my height. Do I need to get over it? Yes. But denial is not the answer. Okay? It is very important for us to understand that you ignoring something is not you getting over it. So I cannot be like it's not a big deal. I have to see how to explain it. I cannot ignore the fact that I'm short. Okay, I cannot be with people who don't make me feel short. I cannot wear heels all the time. So just I can feel like I'm not short. The answer lies in accepting the fact that I am short, yes, and it's not a bad thing, and it's not something I should be embarrassed about. Though people made me feel that way years back, that does not mean that that is the truth of life. That is how I will work upon my insecurities and get over it. I don't know how long it is going to take. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go that easy, but at least I'm trying, and that is what matters. So every time you feel like you're trying over something and you have not achieved it yet, you need to really appreciate yourself for trying, because the first step is pretty much the hardest one. Because to even begin, you need hope to believe in something, right? So the fact that you started it kind of signifies that you at least hope that there will be, you know, a end point, there will be a destination, and that's a huge thing. Because when you are undergoing the toughest of your times, keeping hope is the toughest thing you can imagine. So I'm pretty much proud of you if you at least started to try. That's great. Now going back to the insecurities. How do you actually, start feeling insecure about various things, in life, or the different features that you have? You feel insecure about your forehead being too broad. You can feel insecure about your eyes. You can feel insecure about, like I do, about your height. about your weight, about your um, body shape, or literally it can be anything. Your insecurity can be anything. Now, where did it come from? If you think about it, it came out of comparison. When you compared yourself with XYZ person or maybe n number of people, and you saw that the generalized population, the norm of the population is different from how you are, and you were made to believe that your difference makes you unattractive or weird, or you yourself started to assume that because you find the other feature more attractive than who you are. Either ways, you ended up having an insecurity. So comparison cannot be avoided. It's very impractical and illogical to say that don't compare yourself to others, because that's not possible. As a human, it is in you, it is a natural tendency to compare. Not like, I'm not saying that it is a natural tendency to compare yourself with others, but the function of decision making that we do, that involves comparison. You compare pros and cons, you compare one thing with the other. So comparison is innate, it is not something that you can give up. However, your comparison does not end up having negative effects on you, is something that you have to control. You can compare yourself to someone as much as you want, but it should not hamper your growth or your mental peace. I can compare my answers to my best friend who scored more than me, as long as I do not hate myself for scoring less than her. I hope you understand the difference. You can compare your forehead with others, it's cool, it's fine. But then you don't have to hate yourself for having that forehead. Like, that's not how it should be. Your comparison can be actually very healthy and useful if you do it in the right manner. Being different is not is not ugly or unattractive or weird, or being different basically does not mean that you are a failure. Being different just means that you have a separate path, you have a separate way to go, you are a different individual. Pulling yourself down just because you're different is very unfair, and don't do this to yourself, because people are anyway going to do it to you. So if the world is hating you so much, why are you punishing yourself by hating yourself? So I think that's enough. I have made my point pretty much. So if you guys want to talk about this, or you have any arguments to make in opposition, works. I love arguments. I mean, as in when someone opposes me, not like, no, never mind. Anyway, you have something to say about this, you can either DM me on Instagram. Everything is in the whatever it is called description of the video. So Instagram is there. Then we have Facebook, which I don't use, but yeah, if you text me there, I'll respond. And Discord link, and you can obviously email me or comment down. So it's up to you. That's all for today, people. Stay strong. See you soon. Bye bye.